I'm Krissy Mast. I've been an artist my whole life. Since I was a little kid, I knew that I wanted to do art. I went to school for graphic design, graduated, and moved to New York right away to work in pharmaceutical advertising. And while I was doing that, it wasn't quite as creative as I wanted. So I started a little Etsy shop on the side. And that Etsy shop grew into a big enough business that I ended up quitting my full-time job. And I ran that business for about 12 years. And then during the pandemic, I had one kid, I was pregnant with my second kid, and I realized I wanted to do something that was a little bit more flexible. I learned about surface pattern design and took classes on Skillshare, and that's it. I just kind of went for it, and here we are like 2.5 years later into this career, and it's actually amazing. I love it. For a lot of my pieces of art and my collections, dogs are the inspiration or where I start. I had some really cool dog patterns that are featured in some of the blankets and pajamas in this collection. Love doing bows. So there's lots of sort of coordinating bow patterns that match, and some more like florally patterns. And so it really was just kind of like a culmination of all my favorite things to illustrate: bows, dogs, very girly stuff like that. So I really love the pickleball dogs collection, part of the collection. That's one that I really love because those are like two of my fave things for racket sports and dogs. So that's my favorite for sure.
Cute.
Unlike a notebook or a gift wrap where it's something that can be something you use but it's not constantly surrounding you in your daily life. Home textiles, you have to have something that brings you joy and like still is bright and fun, but something that you can also live with every day. Just being aware of the colors, the motifs, and adjusting it so that it fits into the daily life versus just like a one-time or limited time use. So I just love, like, interior design is one of those things. Like, if I had a different career, I feel like I would want to be an interior designer because I just think it's so cool, and it's just such an interesting way that you can bring your personality into your lifestyle and like surround yourself with things that you love. And so it's really fun for me to design pieces that are in people's homes because I feel like it's them putting you in like as a part of their daily life, and I just think that that's really cool. Compared to designing for something like paper, where every single little detail can be really crisp and clean, with fabric and textiles, specifically blankets, you definitely have to be aware that you're going to lose a little bit of that sharpness. So making sure that the art I'm making can, one, be produced at the right scale so that you can still see what it looks like when it's on a surface that's not so crisp, and also making sure it's not too detailed so that you can still capture the essence of the art without feeling like the details are lost and it's not exactly how you imagined it. I mean, to me, this is really like the pinnacle of like being an artist. Like, what is the most rewarding part is when people are choosing to have that art as part of their life. And that's just so cool to me. Like, it doesn't get old. Like, every time I have a client who has a piece of artwork that's being put in people's homes or wearing it on their body or whatever it is, I get that same like really exciting feeling of, wow, that's so cool that that's my expression, my art, and they're using that to express themselves. And I just think that that's awesome. That's what it's about for me.